Hi, this is Grady from SUBOVERLAND, and in this video I'll be doing a off-road comparison versus a Tahoe and a Denali. Let's get right into it. So I have a 04 Chevy Tahoe, and it has a Z71 package. Both of these have the same lift. They have the same size tires, although they're different. And so they both have the Bilstein 5100 shocks, Moog HD coils in the rear, torsion keys up front, and both of them have limited slip rear differential, so the G80. And yeah, like I said, this one's an 04, and ground clearance, I haven't done exact measurements, but we'll see. And this is a 02 Denali. Just got it washed. And the main difference between these two is going to be the transfer case. So the Denali transfer case is an all-wheel drive full-time, and it does not have a high-low range, versus the Tahoe, which has a 2-speed transfer case with a high and low range. And so I've been getting a couple comments of, can the Denali's off-road? And we'll see in this video. Some other things about this Denali is obviously it's not finished. A lot is missing, and this is not our typical, condition that we send it off with. It needs badging, it's missing that, fog light, lots of scrapes, dents. So anyway, just keep that in mind as you're watching this video too. One other difference between these two, the Denali has a 6.0 V8 and the Tahoe has a 5.3. And so they're both the Vortec, same block. They share a lot of the same parts. And another difference is the Denali has the 4L65 transmission versus the 4L60 transmission. So it's a little bit more robust. So this is our first little obstacle. We're going to go down this. And in off-road videos, I know you guys have probably seen a bunch, it is extremely hard, close to impossible, to just get the angles on camera, and there's a lot of different things you can do, but in the end of the day, it's hard. Like a moderate obstacle like this is very hard to catch on camera of how steep it is. But I'll try this. I'm looking at this now, and it looks like nothing. It looks like a little Toyota Prius can go over this. But hopefully you'll get the gist, and you'll realize that this is a very steep incline, and we're coming up here. And he's in low range. So when you're going downhill, it's best to use gearing for sure. So we're not hitting anything here. I bet in the rear, these have hitches, and so that hitch is probably going to hit a little bit. Or maybe not. That was good. So that's a very common thing to have, especially with the full-size rig. Okay, so here comes the Denali. No low range. And I'm telling you guys, this is pretty steep. Again, it doesn't look like it, but this is pretty steep. And we'll see what happens here. So without low range, you're not going to have the gearing like you do, and so he's going to have to be on the brake a little bit more. So for example, you know, you see like Subarus off-roading, and so here comes our next little obstacle here. And this one's pretty gnarly. And so I'm trying to video and direct spot. But this one you'll get some good articulation here. Again, he's in low range. The Tahoe made it down pretty easily. So now here is the Denali. So no low range again, and so you just kind of have to.
I want to be able to jump out.
Yep. Okay, hold up. Now straighten him out a little bit. Straighten out a little bit. There you go. You're good. You're good. You're good. You can straighten it out. All right, so I'm inside this O2 Denali right now, and we just went through the off-road sections, and both did really well. My dad, Gus, he was the one driving, so we were kind of talking here, and he was saying pretty much like if your whole goal of buying a suboverland is to like go out and rescue people in like steep situations and things like that, the low range is a really great thing to have. If you're the other, higher percentage of, people out there, clients out there that are, just gravel roads, the occasional off-road section like we did today, the Denali is fine. So it really depends on your driving styles and what you want out of a sub-overland. But the Denali, it's nice because it has the 6.0 and has the beefier transmission, and then the interiors are always going to be, like the top of the line. So people like that versus, the regular, Tahoe or Suburban or whatever you'd be getting. But off-road, high and low range is definitely better. You can't even, there's no debate there. It's just what type of off-roading you're doing. Overlanding style on long dirt roads, you're more of like for comfort, and so that's really a wash again. But anyway, that's pretty much my conclusion of off-roading in a Denali without a high-low range. It's still great, and it'll do most of the things that especially our clients will be doing. But if you have any comments, suggestions, or whatever, leave them in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We would love to have you, and we'll catch you next time.